Parsons back in March.
I bought the Dallas Cowboys with a handshake. Took about 30 seconds, and I gave the number, shook hands. The details we worked out later. As a matter of fact, one of the details involved a lot of money, and we had to flip a coin over that. But the fundamental, I'm buying, and you're going to sell it to me for that range, that's done. And those are done with eye contact and handshake. Just so you understand why the way that I communicate with people that I negotiate with. So, but let's leave it at that. There is no question that in the case of a player contract, you have to have it in writing. All parties do. We have a contract in writing, yet we're still talking about renegotiating it. So much for that.
Oh, the good old days, just a handshake. Mina Kimes joining the party. Great to have you with us, Mina. Hope your summer's going well. I'll come to you in just a second. But Stephen A., I'll start with you. What's your reaction to your buddy Jerry's comments there?
Shameful and disappointing. Those are the words that come to my mind because he knows better. You know, I got a lot of love for Jerry Jones, and I've had the pleasure of being in his presence on several occasions. And I remember one of the last private conversations that we've had. I asked him a question when I was interviewing him for my YouTube show. I said, you know, successful as a businessman, that is undeniable. What does it for you? He said, I surround myself with young people, and I stay young in mind and heart, because I think about them and I pay attention to what resonates with them. That's what he said to me, okay? And I'm like, but here you are talking about stuff you was doing 30, 40, 50 years ago. What are you doing? That's not the way it works right now. If you had a conversation with Micah Parsons, I'm quite sure Micah Parsons said, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. I want to remain a Dallas Cowboy. I'm quite sure he said, Mina, Damian, that you know what? Sure, I may be willing to take a little bit less. I'm quite sure he might have said those things because Micah Parsons said those things publicly. And he said it at a time when he was trying to get signed early, and we get that. But in the end, I'm also certain that you yourself, Jerry Jones, you yourself, Stephen Jones, knows there's no deal that's getting done without the agent talking to you. And so to not be talking to his representation, for you to be a multi-billion-dollar businessman and to talk to a 25, 26-year-old football player and to act as if that's a negotiation, okay, that some handshake accord was reached, that's just egregious. It's insulting to everybody involved, and it reeks of somebody that's literally looking you in the face and telling you, yes, I'm trying to take advantage. Yes, I am. And so what? Nah, Jerry, that's not right. And again, I got affection for Jerry Jones. I know I troll Dallas Cowboy fans and all that, but it's all in fun. We have fun trolling each other. It's all good. This is serious. And it's serious not because there's an issue with negotiations. It's over the fact that you're talking to this young man like a conversation with him equates to an actual negotiation when you damn well know better. That's unfortunate, and it's sad that Jerry would resort to that.
Mina?
I think what's so frustrating about the story is we all know how it's going to end. Micah Parsons isn't getting traded. If he is, I will come back on this show and eat my words, but I do not believe there is a chance in hell he is traded. He's going to get paid. When he gets paid, I don't know. Maybe he actually does get the game. But we know he's going to get paid, and we know he's going to get paid a premium because of Jerry Jones' tactics, procrastination, because we've seen this with Jerry Jones now for several years with his star players. And I think for Cowboys fans, you know, paying him maybe $5, $10, $1 million a year more than you would if they had gotten the deal done early, it's not the worst thing in the world. But all of these little premiums add up with all of these star players. And when you're trying to compete with the likes of the Eagles, who are the best run franchise in the National Football League, a team that gets their deals done early, big part of how they're able to fit all those stars, it puts you at a competitive disadvantage. Jerry Jones is a competitive disadvantage for the Dallas Cowboys. And in a league where those margins end up being the difference between making a wild card or even going further, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm pretty frustrated that this keeps happening.
So, a couple things. I think both of you guys are right. I think, number one, this is not 1989. these tactics that Jerry Jones is using on Micah Parsons, it's not 1989. I think it's very disrespectful, the fact that you're trying to overlook or override the agent who's by the way, one of the best agents in the business.
That's right.
To try to come to terms with Michael Parsons on a quote-unquote handshake deal. We know damn well these type of things don't happen. But I think Mina brings up a good point here, and I'm gonna say this: I don't even know if Jerry Jones wants to win another Super Bowl. I'm gonna repeat that again. I don't know if Jerry Jones really wants to win another Super Bowl. Jerry Jones is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You know what other Hall of Fame Jerry Jones is part of? Marketing. Jerry Jones is the ultimate marketer of the Dallas Cowboys. That's why the Dallas Cowboys are the most valuable sports franchise there is, because we're constantly talking about Jerry Jones and all the stuff that goes along with the Dallas Cowboys on a day-to-day basis. Mina said it. At the end of the day, what does Jerry Jones always do? He pays his stars. That's what he does. Michael Parsons is not going anywhere. Michael Parsons is 25, 26 years old, one of the top players that we have in our game. There is no chance in hell that Jerry Jones is going to trade a guy who's you could make a case. I don't even know if he's entered his prime yet. And he's one of the most dominating players that we have in our game. He keeps overpaying for his premium players. And when you consistently overpay, you're not able to build out the type of roster that it takes to go out here and truly contend for championships. So my question in all of this is, it's not about the contract and all this other stuff. My question to Jerry Jones is, do you really want to win a Super Bowl? Do you really want to win a Super Bowl? Or is it more about the PR and everything else that goes on with the Dallas Cowboys?
It's bigger than that for me. And Molly and Mina, stay with me on this. Damian, I get where you're coming from, but it's bigger than that. And I'm going to tell you why. He does overpay because he drags on negotiations much too longer than he should, and he ends up paying the piper for that. But by bringing up that he pays dues, glosses over what the real problem is. Mina, covering this league the way that you have so exceptionally well over the years, you've seen everything from the Kaepernick situation being politicized to social justice movements. We've seen guys complaining whether contracts can be restructured, whether you got to take a cost reduction in salary and all of this other stuff. We've seen guys use words like plantation mentality and stuff like that, right? And we've thrown it aside because you're looking at the money that gets paid and you say that's not applicable. Let's pump the brakes on that. Let's make sure we understand it's not that bad. Then you see something like this and it has you thinking about stuff like that. That's your mentality? Because see, I don't recall Troy Aikman having this problem. I don't recall Tony Romo having this problem. You understand what I'm saying? You start thinking about things like that. It's like, why with this kid? Why are you doing that? Why did you bring up Dak Prescott after giving him $60 million? And I didn't think he deserved to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. He's got 2 playoff wins in 10 years.